Now the question obviously will be how to be a connected communicator. Let's look at 5 tips how to be a connected communicator. The 5 tips are: first, right before you speak. You are going in for a meeting, you want to connect with your team members. Even if you meet them daily, it's not necessarily that you have connected with them. Every time the connection is a moment to moment to moment basis. Okay, so you got to create those connections. Over a period of time, they become strong connections. But write things on a piece of paper. Let it be point wise what you want to cover. This is what I call organizing your thoughts before you speak. To be an effective connected communicator, you must organize your thoughts before you speak. So write it down. Don't go to the meeting without making this preparation. Write down the 5 points, 6 points, 7 points that you want to cover before you start speaking in the meeting. Second is try to understand the purpose of the conversation. There is a purpose of your purpose of conversing with them, as well as when they say something in the meeting or when you're talking to your wife, there is a certain context of conversation. If the purpose is nothing but the context of the conversation, okay? So what is my purpose in communicating this to that person, and what is the response that I get? What is the context or what is the purpose of that conversation, that response that I receive? If you can really get connected, if your purpose connects with their purpose, magic happens. So friends, make an extra effort to understand what is the purpose of the communication, both yours and others. Third thing is message must be clear. It should not be hazy. It shouldn't be confusing. Make it crisp and clear message. The more crisper and clearer the message, the easier the communication and the easier is the bonding. Okay. Fourth is learn to speak benefits. How is that communication going to benefit that person? To give you an example of what are benefits, if you're in sales, you will understand this very easily. But even if you're not in sales, that's perfectly fine. Uh, why do you buy a toothpaste? You buy a toothpaste because you want to brush your teeth? No. Because you want this sparkling teeth, you want this freshness in your mouth. So the benefits of the toothpaste are fresh teeth, sparkling teeth. Why do you buy a newspaper? To read the news? No. You want the gossip, the messages. So the benefits of any uh, newspaper are the gossip, the scandals, what's happening in some people's life. So you're getting the sense of learn to speak benefits. What is in it for them? Okay. When you start speaking benefits, your communication will become much more effective, much more powerful. And finally, we need to understand, like to understand the purpose of the conversation, then I need to ask questions. Ask lots of questions. Asking questions brings clarity because it forces you to think, it forces the other person to think and learn to ask the right questions. When you ask right questions, you will get the right answers. So let's quickly go through the 5 tools that to become a connected communicator. First, organize your thoughts by writing them before you speak. Try to understand the purpose of the conversation. What's my purpose? What's the other person's purpose? Be clear about the message. Once you start writing down, obviously the message will be clearer, but bring clarity in your message. Clarity is extremely important. No hazy messages. Speak benefits and ask a lot of questions. If you practice this 5 tools in your communication, in your next meeting, whether it is a professional meeting or whether it is a personal meeting, it really doesn't matter. Take these 5 tools and use them in your next meeting with your girlfriend, with your wife, with your friend, with your relative, with your boss, with your meetings, with your juniors, and see how you become a powerful connected communicator. Okay?